Hello and welcome to the Lesbian Lounge, a podcast for the girls who like girls. I'm your host and your resident lesbian big sister, Juliet Taylor, and I'm here to answer your guys' questions, give advice on your dilemmas, and of course, chat about your wildest lesbian dating stories. So grab a drink, get comfy, and welcome into the Lesbian Lounge. Welcome back to the Lesbian Lounge HQ, everybody. Happy Thursday. Best day of the week because it's new podcast day. So wherever you're listening, on a run, on a drive, I don't know, maybe you're watching on YouTube whilst, maybe I'm on Netflix and chill. Actually, that's quite a disturbing thought. Maybe you don't have sex to the sound of my voice. But wherever you're listening, however you're listening, hello, how are you doing? Are we all enjoying the weather? Actually, let's just touch wood that it stays, because yesterday the weather was horrific. Today it's been quite nice so far. God knows what it's going to be like on Thursday, because I'm actually not a weather predictor and I'm actually not live broadcasting right now. So it's not Thursday. So fingers crossed, touch wood. It's a nice day for you all today. As you're listening to the podcast, maybe you sat in the garden, you've got a beer or a cocktail in hand. I'm sure it's a good day. I'm sure we are all living our best lives. And we all know what Thursday means. Tomorrow is Friday and tomorrow is Good Friday. So hopefully maybe you've got the day off work, maybe you've got an early finish, or maybe you just have like an extra long weekend because we're heading into the Easter half term. So, you know, fingers crossed you've been blessed with 2 weeks off work. Probably not the case, but there's definitely a bank holiday coming up. So, you know, let's just all manifest, hope, pray that you get some lovely time to spend with your girlfriend or your ex or your wife or your fiance or your boyfriend. Ugh. Hopefully no one listening has a boyfriend, but you might, and that's okay. You might be bisexual. And this might be your way of keeping your lesbian side alive, even though you have a boyfriend at home. But I have some advice for you. Leave your boyfriend, date a woman instead. Women are just better. They are elite. There we go. First ramble of the episode. There we have it. But yeah, I hope you're all having a lovely, lovely Thursday. Let me think of what updates I have for you all today. House-wise, we're kind of no further forward than we were last week, but we are definitely moving closer to being further forward, if that makes any sense. So we've picked our flooring, we've picked our carpets, tiling, we've seen our cupboard doors in person, our fridge freezer, because we got an upgraded kitchen package. That means they build in our fridge freezer. So instead of like buying a fridge freezer that's, I don't know, white or black or grey or silver or pink or blue, whatever colour fridge you have, they've like built it in, so the fridge freezer is like the exact same colour as all our cupboard doors, which I think is quite aesthetic and nice. And when Lucy and I drove past the other night, it was dark and they'd actually kept all the house lights on, so it was quite nice to have a little peek inside the house. And they've actually put under cupboard lighting in for us. I think that's another part of the upgraded kitchen, because I don't know if every Barratt Homes kitchen gets that. You'll have to let me know if you live in a Barratt Homes new build. But yeah, we've got under cupboard lighting, which looked really pretty. The living room still is like a complete blank canvas, but I'm pretty sure they've ordered the flooring. So we're going to go by tomorrow and see if they are any further forward on the flooring. What they actually did was, because our house was the last one to sell on the plot, I don't know why actually, because it's a beautiful house. It's a 3-bedroom and it's really nicely located on the plot. It's fully detached. It's on a nice corner. It's got 2 parking spaces. It's got visitor parking right outside. Like, it's a really good spot for a house. So yeah, it was the last one to sell, don't know why, but they had put a big red sticker on the side. This was after we'd reserved the plot, basically being like, house for sale, upgraded kitchen worth like £7,000, something else, inquire at the sales office. And the lady literally rang us being like, guys, don't panic if you come to the house and see that. She was like, I have been asking them to put this sign up for weeks, for months maybe even, to help get the house sold, but you guys have come and bought it, and now they've put the sign up. So the sign has since been removed, but I just thought that was quite funny. Like, she's been begging the builders to do it. As soon as the builders do it, it's like, okay, we don't need it anymore because somebody's bought the house. But yeah, I'm so excited. We've just filled in like the world's biggest contract for the solicitors and the house, so we've gone through signing that. It's kind of a bit of like, what's the word, PTSD, Groundhog Day, repetition, oh my god, I can't speak. But yeah, because we've already done this for our previous house that we were meant to get, that fell through, so now we're kind of repeating the process, but things seem to be moving a whole load quicker. I don't know if it's just because it's a new build or just the solicitors are better because we've changed solicitors, because you guys will remember how much I despised our previous solicitors. They were so slow. And the only time they replied to us on the same day, like we never got a same day response. Even if we emailed them like 9 a.m. bright and early, we would not hear from them for at least another day, if not longer. The only time we heard from them the same day was the day we called to say, hi guys, like we're not going to continue with you guys for the next house. So we had like however much of a balance to pay off to them. 3 minutes after that phone call ended, they'd emailed through an invoice. Oh, so now you can email us the same day. So now you can get back in contact with us when we've been begging you for more contact this whole time. And that was like the reason we said to them, like, we're not continuing with you because you do not communicate with us. You tell us you have everything we need. We ask if you need anything else. You blank us for a week and then go, oh, we need like this full page document. And it's like, why didn't you just send us that previously? They were very frustrating. But anyway, the new ones seem much better. So fingers crossed, keeping our fingers crossed for an end of April, early May move-in date. And it is literally, we are days away from April. Like, I can taste April. I can feel the sun shining down on me. I can feel the hot weather. I can feel the holidays coming. Has anyone got a holiday booked with their missus for summer, maybe even Easter? We're not doing anything at Easter because we are buying a house. We are quite literally pouring all of our money into the house. But July, we are going to Florida. Whoop, whoop. This will be our second time going to Florida together, Lucy and I. Because if you're new around here, let's just give you a little recap. My ex and I had a holiday booked to Florida last July. We broke up in the April. Lucy and I met in the May. And by July, we were on our first 2-week-long couples holiday to Orlando, Florida, living it up in Universal Studios. So that was a time, like, can you actually believe 2 months into our relationship, we went to Florida? Like, that is commitment. But again, I always say this, if it feels like the right time for you, don't let anyone be like, oh God, that was a bit soon. Like, if it feels right for you, you do that. And we are obviously now going back to Florida this July, which is exciting. So we're going to do Disney and Universal this time, but thrown in with the mix there, I'm actually competing in an international beauty pageant, which is really exciting. It's called International United Miss. So I'll be representing the United Kingdom for a week-long competition. And I think the plan is I'll be going out for sort of the first half of the week myself, but I won't be alone because it's a whole team of UK girls. So yeah, the plan I think is I'll do the first week myself, obviously with the others there. And then for like the last 2-3 days, my mum and Lucy, and possibly Lucy's mum, will fly out. They'll watch me in the final of the pageant, and then we'll move to a different hotel and spend 2 weeks living it up in Walt Disney World, in Universal, the outlets, just living our best Florida lives. So I'll probably be there for a total of like 3 weeks, which is insane. So I might just block July out in my diary and just write Florida. I may as well just block the whole of the month out and just get excited, because the week leading up I'm going to be needing nails, hair, tan, eyelashes, eyebrows, toenails. What else do I get done treatment wise? I feel like that's it. I was going to say that's not a lot, but that's 6 things. But I feel like some people get more. I don't get waxed like on the legs or the armpits or the coochie. I just shave, and there's no bikini around in this pageant, so my coochie will probably just be fine as it is. Ew. Yeah, I'm really, really excited actually. So let me know if you guys are going on holiday anywhere. If you're going to be in Florida in July, let me know. Let's have a little lesbian meetup party in Florida. Hopefully I've won the pageant as well, because that'll be really exciting. And if I win, I get like 5 international trips during the year. I think you get 1 to Universal Studios. You get 1 to Tennessee, I think it is. They're currently in San Francisco now, and then I think you get 2 like international out of America trips, and one of them you actually get to choose with the rest of the girls that win where you go to, which sounds kind of cool, right? My vote would be like French Polynesia or somewhere like that. I'd love to go like, you know, anywhere that I can see a turtle in like crystal clear blue water, anywhere where I can see a turtle. And I don't mean like see a turtle because I'm on a boat tour and I see a turtle like 10 meters in the distance. I'm like, wow, a turtle. Like, I want to see a turtle up close and personal. Actually, I want to see like a group of turtles. Like, that would be the dream. Every time, I mean, I've told you guys this story before, every time I go on holiday and I go snorkeling, I'm like, please can we see a turtle? And they're like, well, I can't guarantee that, and also probably not. Like, that would be my dream, to see turtles. I have seen them in the past, but like, I want to see turtles again. So anywhere that has turtles, I want to see like crystal clear blue water with turtles. Sign me up. other updates that I have for you guys. Yes, it is coming up to our annual meetup. Yes, I'm calling it an annual meetup because it happened last year and it's happening this year, and let's just keep this tradition going. So Tuesday, the 14th of April, from 6 o'clock onwards at NQ64 Arcade Bar in Newcastle upon Tyne. It's so close to transport links. I'm pretty sure last year when we did it, I parked at Manners car park and I then just walked over into town. Probably took like 15-20 minutes, but you could get the metro to Haymarket Monument, Central Station, anywhere like that. You're not going to be a far walk. Parking, there's so much parking in Newcastle city centre, or buses, whatever you're doing. But yeah, from 6 o'clock onwards, we are going to be having a big lesbian meet up. I know loads of people are worried because they're going to be coming alone. When I pinky promised you, yes, it's going to feel scary, and you're going to spend like up to the very minute of walking through the door thinking, shall I just not bother? Because I am that type of person. But I pinky promise you, you will have the best time if you just go for it. Like, sometimes we have to push ourselves out of our comfort zones, and I promise you, like, I really, really do, it will be worthwhile. When I hosted this event last year, I rocked up solo. Like, genuinely didn't know a single person who was going to come to this event because I didn't have my circle of queer friends yet. I literally did this event because I wanted to make that circle of friends. So I rocked up to this event on my own, didn't know a single person there. We had at least, I don't remember the exact number, it was, I think it was about 62. I think it was about that number, but wild. I thought like maybe 10 people would come. About 62, let's just lock in 62, it could be wrong. Yeah, all of those lesbians came out to support, and everybody left with new friends. Like, whether you came in a friendship group and made new friends or you came solo, everybody left with friends, including me. Yay, because I don't know, I've struggled to make friends my whole life. I'm a very sociable person. I more struggle to like keep friends. I don't know why. Or a lot of my friends live in foreign countries, because a lot of my friends are through pageants, so they live in like America. I guess that's not a foreign country, but is it? I don't know. They speak the same language. I think a foreign country is when they speak a different language. I don't know, but a lot of my friends are through pageants, so they live like either dotted across the UK or in America. I don't really speak to anyone from school. My best friend is my girlfriend, as sad as that may sound. But yeah, I didn't really have that circle of friends. Did this event, ended up meeting like the most incredible friends ever, who I'm still besties with to this day. Like, I've seen them through engagements now. We have meetups all the time. So shout out to the crew, the gang, you know who you are. Chloe, Kareen, Tanya, Alicia, Sophie, like all of you guys, love you all so much. And now we're besties for life. They're stuck with me, so can't wait for the wedding. And obviously they'll all be at mine and Lucy's weddings as well. So please don't worry if you're coming alone. You can bring a friend with you, bring an ex, bring your girlfriend, bring your wife, bring your fiance, bring your mum if you really want to. My mum came to one of my lesbian meetups and she had the best time. She wore a fake tattoo sleeve because she wanted to blend in with the lesbians. So we stand Jill, the icon, the lesbian ally queen that she is. Yeah, please, please, please come. Don't let me rock up and there be no one there. I'd love to like beat last year's number. I'd love to have more than 62 lesbians. NQ64 are such an incredible venue. They let us have the place. They did the same last year. Have great LGBTQ plus friendly staff. Like, most of the bartenders there, I think all of the bartenders there last year, were lesbian, so they were having a great time interacting with everyone as well. You don't worry about being like judged by the bartender because they get it. They're lesbians too. They like the pussy, they like the tits. So we're all on the same wavelength. Yeah, it was great. So if you're worried about, you know, it being like a judgy space, I promise you it's not that at all. We welcome everybody. The bartenders welcome everybody. The venue welcomes everybody. So come along and join us for a gorgeous night. Maybe you want to come for an hour. Maybe you want to stay out all night. Literally last time we did this event, I had two girls who had never met each other. They went home together. And I actually don't know if they're still together now. But they went home together after that night. The Lesbian Lounge has brought people together. Like, we have Lesbian Lounge couples. Imagine the first Lesbian Lounge baby. That's going to be really exciting. We'll have to get a little baby grow. That's like the Lesbian Lounge baby. That's really cool. Please let me know. Keep me updated if the Lesbian Lounge baby is on the way for any of you guys. But yeah, there's so many great ways to make friends and just have a nice night. I think what we lack so much in the queer community is like that in-person connection. I feel like it's great on TikTok to like chat with people and make friends, but that's it's not an in-person space where you can actually go and like speak to these people. So it's the perfect opportunity, whether you want to make new friends, maybe you want to meet somebody, maybe you just want to put yourself out there. I so recommend doing it, and I can't wait to see you all there, meet you there. My girlfriend will be there, me and my sort of queer friendship group circle will be there, so come and say hi. We're all super friendly, and obviously I'll be dotting around everybody throughout the night to say hi and say thank you all so much for coming, because even though it's a free event, you don't have to pay to come, and like people aren't necessarily coming for me, just the fact that like I've organized it and people show up, I feel like I need to like go around and say thank you and be like, if you don't listen to the podcast, listen to the podcast, because a few people came last time and they were like, oh, what's the Lesbian Lounge? And I was like, get out. No, I'm joking, you don't have to listen to the podcast, but if you do, you get 10 points from me. I'll buy you a shot. So there we go. I've said that now. Everyone's going to be like, can I have a shot? I listened to the podcast. Be like, prove it. Show me your like listening history. And if you've listened to every episode, then you win a prize. You can have a shot then. But we will be doing some fun little games. Last time we did a lesbian scavenger hunt. So basically I have things written out like find somebody who met their partner on a dating app. Find somebody who's still in love with their ex. Find somebody who fell in love with their best friend. And you have to go around the room and be like, hey, like, do you match any of these boxes? And then you'll go, okay, brilliant. Yes. So, well, say, hi, do you match any of these boxes? Oh, yeah, I met my girlfriend on Hinge. Okay, what's your name? Juliet. You write my name down. So it's a great way to actually speak to people. You have to go around the room. You can't just stay in your circle and your friendship group, because they're not going to fill all the answers. I mean, they might, but they might not. So you've got to mix around. You'll learn people's names. You'll get chat and you'll go, oh my God, you met your girlfriend on Hinge. No way, I met my girlfriend on Hinge. Or no way, you're in love with your best friend. I fell in love with my best friend too. How did it work out for you? Because it didn't work out well for me and we don't speak anymore because I told her I fancied her and she blocked me on everything. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, let's sit down, let's have a drink. And then boom, you're new besties. And then you fall in love. So the possibilities of what could happen are endless. And I'm so excited to see you all there. So please, please, please come. Do I have any other updates for you? I don't really think so. Life's just kind of been lifing. Obviously, Easter holidays coming up. Can't wait. Got my spring nails done. We went red and cherries. I just thought, well, to be fair, I sent Lucy about 27 different Pinterest nails. And I was like, you choose. So she sent me 2 back and was like, this one or this one. And the other one that she chose, it was one that I liked, but it wasn't my favourite. I feel like, do we all do that? Like, you know what one you want to be picked, but you'll give somebody options, and if they pick the wrong option, you're like, oh, but you weren't meant to choose that option. And they're like, then why did you ask for my opinion? And I'm like, I don't really know, to be honest. But yeah, she chose the cherries and another one, so I went for the cherries, and I'm really, really happy with them. I need to find myself a good Sunderland nail tech, because obviously I'm moving from Newcastle to Sunderland. Lucy already lives in Sunderland, but my girlfriend is a very masculine lesbian. She's got no fucking idea where to go get your nails done. Maybe I'll ask Lucy's mum where she gets her nails done, because she's a nail girly. Like me and Sarah, we're on the same wavelength. We like dressing up, we like heels, we like makeup, we like bags, we like all them things. Lucy, she does like her nice clothes, but not quite mine and Sarah's style. So maybe me and Sarah just need to like team up together. We do sometimes do that, and we'll like pick on Lucy, and it's quite funny. Yeah, so I need to find a good Sunderland nail tech to do that. Isn't that such a satisfying sound? Let's give you some ASMR. Oh, I love that sound so much. Like typing on a computer with nails. Anything with nails, I love. Lucy loves a good nail head scratch. You just can't beat a good set of nails. Anyway, I'm now really rambling from talking about nails. So, without further ado, let's jump straight on into this week's episode. So, this week's question of the week is, what has dating woman taught you? Now, I've worded this as a little fill in the blank. So, dating woman has taught me blank. Let's see what you guys have said. Dating woman has taught me that you're probably going to be best mates with your exes. Sounds about right. It's just what lesbians do. But I feel like getting into a new lesbian relationship, you know, probably like 7.5 times out of 10 that the person you're getting involved with is probably in some form of contact with their ex. So you know what you're getting yourself in for. It's not like it's a big shock. Dating woman taught me that women are harder to pull than men. Do you think? To be fair, I've never really done the like trying to pull someone on a night out with a woman type of thing. Like both of my partners I met on dating apps, so it was very like, we talk, I get you, you're mine forever, apart from my ex, because I broke up with her to be with my new girlfriend. Well, not to be with my new girlfriend, because there was a break in between. Don't get that twisted. But you know what I mean. Women are harder to pull than men. Fair enough. Maybe women's just like have their standards set really high. We know what we want and we're not going to settle for less. Whereas men, they're just like, literally anyone breathing with a vagina, they're like, I love you. That women are normal, men are not. Preach it. Men are a lot of things, and not a lot of them things are good. None of them are good. Men are strange little creatures with ugly little willies attached to the ends of them. Like, actually imagine that. Like, imagine being a boy and like maybe like you've just never like been taught about anatomy, and you just like look down and you've got this big like bulging peen, like disgusting, and they have lives of their own. Like they just like lift up and it's a bit disgusting, freaky. Dating women has taught me that exes are always in the picture. Okay, well, there we go. We have it here. I said 7.5 times out of 10. You said they're always in the picture. So 10 times out of 10, there's going to be an ex involved in some way, shape or form. Actually, you know what Lucy said to me the other day? I was driving us to our new house because we were going for a little look. And she goes, just out of the blue, completely out of the blue, did your ex have a black Suzuki Swift? And I was like, yes. Like, what the fuck? Like, where have you got this information from? And she was like, oh, yeah, like, I was bored the other day, so I went on Google Earth, and I was looking at, like, your house, my house, our new house. I was just looking everywhere, and I saw your old car and a black Suzuki Swift parked in front of it, so I just assumed it was your ex's car. And I was like, yeah, like, I really was concerned, like, how you had that information then, because she got a new car before we broke up, so I was like, what the fuck? Like, is this car being, like, found in an accident? Like, what the fuck has gone on? But she just decided to Google Earth our house, and now she knows what car my ex drove. But she was very happy because her car is a lot nicer than a Suzuki Swift. Lucy drives a gorge little, oh God, what's it? I think it's a BMW 3 Series. You guys know me, I don't speak car, but Lucy speaks car, and it's a very nice car, and it has nice warm heated seats. So normally I am the passenger princess, but for some reason yesterday we were in my car. I remember because we went to the pub after and Lucy wanted to have a drink, so I was on the Diet Cokes, so we drove in my car. But then Lucy definitely regretted it because she doesn't really like my driving, so she definitely wishes that we went in her car. Dating women has taught me to love myself. I love that, and we love you too. You're loved, very loved. That just because there's a girl who shows you attention, it doesn't automatically mean that she's your soulmate, and not to lose hope that soulmates exist. Never settle. Okay, yeah, you know what, I kind of get that. I feel like being in lesbian relationships, you meet one woman, like, they give you a bit of attention and instantly, that's it. You're like, brilliant, I'll have you, I'll marry you. But that doesn't mean that you are meant to be together. It doesn't mean you're soulmate. It's literally just someone giving you some attention. So don't just take like, okay, she's giving me attention, I love her, I'm going to marry her, I'm going to wife her off, boom, sorted. Because you might not really actually be that compatible. And I love that. Yet never settle. Like, just because they've given you a bit of attention does not mean you need to settle down with them for the rest of your life. Like, play the field, enjoy getting to know a few people, and see, well, don't see who gives you the most attention, but see who makes you feel the best, who makes you feel the most loved and valued and wanted, and date that person, not the person who's going to reply to your text the fastest and give you the most attention. To put myself in her shoes before any judgment. Oh, that's really sweet and mature, isn't it? And realistically, what men would ever do that? What men would ever go, you know what, let me put myself in your shoes and like see why you might be feeling this way, see why you might have said that. They'll just assume the worst and like shout at you and be arseholes. But women, you know, you can think, okay, she's just snapped at me. Before I judge, before I get annoyed back, let's put myself in her shoes. Okay, maybe she's due on her period, maybe she's had a really bad day at work. Like, you're able to like empathize. Women are a lot more emotionally mature. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Don't men, like, I'm sure I got told this at school when I used to get bullied by all the boys because they called me lesbian, and I was like, I'm not a lesbian, I promise. And my deputy head teacher, we were like besties by this point because I was always in her office crying about something. I'm sure she said that like men or boys have like maturity age like 3 years younger than women. I don't know if that's scientifically proven, but that's what she said. So, you know, women, we are just more emotionally mature, and we're better, and we smell better, and we taste better, and we love better. We've got way more to give than men. Dating women have taught me that it's easier to live with a woman. Yeah, 100%. Like, women are clean. I mean, not all women, I'm not that clean, but they'll do the ironing. You can share clothes, you can share shoes. If you don't have a pair of socks, okay, my girlfriend's got socks, because who wants to put their boyfriend stinky, probably holy, probably not been washed in 3 weeks socks on? No one. So yeah, living with women is definitely easier, and I feel like you can agree on decor a bit more. Like, obviously me and Lucy, we have very different tastes, we're very different people, but there's a lot that we can agree on within the house, whereas I feel like with a man, it's a lot harder to decide, like, what colour bed sheets do you get. Like, they're not going to want to be sleeping in, like, certain colour bed sheets, whereas two women, you can, like, decide together and actually both like the same thing. That I'm clinically insane. On a serious note, I can't really say anything on that, as I've never had a serious relationship with a woman. Sucks to be me. Okay, but it's coming. There's no rush. There's no pressure. We're young, guys. We only live once. Don't live your whole life in a relationship. Like, let yourself have some fun. Date around. If you want to live your whole life in a relationship too, totally cool. That's what I've done. But if you want to have some fun, date around, shag as many people as you want, do that. And then you'll find the one day and settle down. There's no time limits or time constraints on anything. You live your life and the woman of your dreams is coming. I feel it for you. That I can be myself. I love that. I feel like so many people will relate to that as well. You know, maybe you've spent years trying to, like, please family by pretending to be straight and dating men and having to, like, be a version of yourself that you're not. Like, almost having to act because you're putting on this act that you're straight and that you fancy men, just because maybe your parents are homophobic and you feel like you can't tell them that actually you were at Sally's house last night, and you're having to say, oh yeah, I was at Steve's house last night. But now you're with a woman, you're able to come out, and now you're able to tell them that you were at Sally's house, so you can finally be yourself and feel like you're living your true self, not living life for somebody else. So if anybody is, currently going through that with a man where they're feeling like they have to date him to, pass for societal standards or to please their families, just know that, like, there is hope, there's light at the end of the tunnel, and you will be able to be yourself and date the woman of your dreams and lick all the titties and all the vaginas soon, I promise. That we're all psychos. You know what? I kind of agree. Like, I can be psychotic, Lucy can be psychotic. What were we talking about last night? And she was saying something, and I was like, oh, she's going to the dentist tomorrow, right? And she was like, I was going to say, like, do you want to come over with me? And then we'll go to Love Lily's after. If you know Love Lily's in Sunderland, it's the best. Find me there. Like, if you ever want to find me, I will be at Love Lily's. If I go missing one day, find me at Love Lily's, or, like, lure me back with Love Lily's hot chocolates and sweet treats and scrambled eggs on toast and chips, because that's where, like, that's how to find me. I'll follow the trail. Yeah, we were talking about going to the dentist, and then I was like, oh, I actually quite like that, because then I could keep an eye on you and make sure you're not doing anything naughty. Because this girl, right, if she's going out with her friends, like, I do not care at all, but she'll be like, oh, I'm just going out for one drink, like, it'll be fine. I'm like, okay, cool, like, I'll come pick you up if you want, so you've not got to worry about getting an Uber or getting, like, the metro home. She's like, okay, yeah, cool, I'll let you know. And then this woman, it's like 1 a.m. I've hardly heard from her. I'm on fucking Find My Friends, and she's in, like, Tonic in Sunderland. I'm like, fucking brilliant. Like, she's out clubbing, I'm ringing her. She's like, oh, sorry, my phone died, now I'm in the pizza shop. And I'm like, fuck's sake, Lucy. And she's so fucking blackout drunk. So this woman, I trust her, but she clearly can't hack a fucking drink, can she? She is, like, literally, she was like, oh, I'm not staying out long. And then it's like 3 a.m. and I still haven't heard or seen from her. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stop letting you go out. I'm just going to keep tabs on you all the time. I love having Find My Iphone. It's so fun. Should we see where she is right now? Oh, she's at work. She's definitely at work right now. Should we just check she's definitely at work? Do you like a welfare check? Check she's not out doing something naughty. Where are you? Okay, it's loading. 42 minutes ago she was at work, but she could have gone somewhere very different in 42 minutes. Okay, she's at work. Well done, Lucy. You passed my test, my psycho test. Yeah, I was like, I'm just going to stop letting you leave the house without my permission. If you want to go out somewhere, I have to be there so I can keep tabs on you and make sure you're not doing anything naughty. Even though I fully trust her and know she would never, and I also never would follow through with this, but I was playing psycho, even though there's definitely not deep down, probably like here, there's psycho. So it doesn't take much for her to come out. Lucy's psycho probably lives a bit further down. Lucy's psycho probably lives in her tummy, and it takes a while to come up. Some people's psycho maybe lives in their toes, and they rarely let psycho mode come out, but I agree. We all have a little bit of psycho in us, totally. So far it's taught me that I need to stop falling for the bisexual girls that are talking to men at the same time. That was rough. Yeah, I mean, a lot of lesbians have a vendetta up against dating bisexual girls, because it's almost it's almost the fact that you're not just in competition with other girls, you're in competition with men as well. I mean, are we really ever in competition with men? No. But, you know, they could cheat on you with anyone. It's not just women. It's not just men. It's anyone. But yeah, I know a lot of lesbians. Do you remember that trend? And it was like the open, it's the sound from the floor, you know, and it's like, movies wicked, ding. Someone made that, I'm sure, for like lesbians, bisexuals, studs, femmes, masks, tops, whatever, like, you know, all the different things. And it was like, open your eyes based on like how much you would want to date them. And every time it was bisexuals, especially a lot of masked lesbians, would keep their eyes firmly shut because they were like, no, like been there, done that, had a bad experience. But, you know, not every bisexual is the same. Hopefully there's some bisexuals out there that aren't going to talk to men at the same time as talking to you, because I do think secretly a lot of bisexuals hate men. I do feel that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like deep down you don't actually like men that much and you'd rather be with a woman than a man. Correct me if I'm wrong. That dating a woman is a nightmare. Fair enough. I mean, Lucy, yeah, she can be a bit of a nightmare. I'll tell you about the actual nightmare we had the other day. Oh my God. So again, Lucy's drunk. We've been out, not even for many drinks. Actually, I'd had one drink. Lucy had had about 7. And we got to bed, we're fast asleep, and the fire alarm starts going off in Lucy's room. We're staying in her spare room at her house because her main bedroom, which is on her own floor, is all packed. So we're literally one bedroom from my mum and dad, one bedroom from her brother. This fire alarm is going off. I'm like smacking Lucy to wake up, not that hard, obviously. Like, babe, wake up. Like, what is that? Because I get freaked out by like the smallest thing, especially in Lucy's house. It freaks me out. It's beeping, 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 beeping. She literally is dead to the world. She starts going, "It's okay, Cara." Like she's trying to summon the dog, telling the dog that it's okay. And I was like, it's not the fucking dog, it's the fire alarm. Lucy's brother walks in and is like, "Are you just going to leave that?" And I'm like, I'm trying to wake your sister up to deal with the issue, because obviously I'm incompetent from dealing with any issues. And then Lucy's mum comes in and like, because she knows where the fire alarm is. It was inside a Jellycat bag. I don't know why. And she like turned it off. And I told Lucy about it the next morning. This girl had no recollection of this happening whatsoever. Still doesn't know. It was so fucking loud. Woke up everyone in the house. But Lucy, sound asleep. Dating woman has taught me the meaning of life. That's beautiful. Somebody write that on a t-shirt. I'll buy it. The meaning of life is to date women and to kiss girls and to have a gay little time and to scissor and do all the fun lesbian things. Okay, one more. Dating woman has taught me that I don't have a straight bone in my body. Hell yes to that. What a quote to finish on. That you don't have a straight bone in your body. You know what? It is like so true. You're scrolling on TikTok. Like I get like, the feels when I'm seeing like lesbian couples, anything lesbian on my TikTok for you page. I'm like, oh my God, like, yes, I'm here for this. I live for this type of shit. And then I come across like a rogue man and I'm like, oh, like genuinely, they freak me out. I don't like them at all. Like when I see men, like when I parked up outside the studio, then there was a man sitting in a van, like staring at me. So I was parked like here and he was parked over here. And then I don't know why, he then drove his van, parked next to my car, got out his van and went back to work. And I was just like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, you like, you know, like that thing to get witches away, hiss at them, like, get away. I really want to do that one time. Just like bark at somebody if they're trying to talk to me, like woof, 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 woof. And see if they like, just like back off and like, oh my God, this woman's absolutely crazy. But hey, if it works, it works. Girls got to do what a girl's got to do to keep the men away, because like we said, we don't have a straight bone in our body. Not even my little pinky would touch a man if he needed help. Flick him away. No, I would obviously help somebody if they were in need. I think about this all the time. Does anyone else, like, what if there was a car crash right now? Like, what would I realistically do? Because I am first aid trained and, you know, like, I know, like, packing a wound, things like that. But I just think I would go into panic mode and be like, so what do I do? Like, imagine actually having to, like, put your CPR skills to use. Like, I think I'd be so fucking freaked out. Obviously, I know that adrenaline would kick and I would jump into action, but I'd probably be like, listen, if anyone's more qualified than me, you take the lead. I'll ring the ambulance. No, no one's more qualified. Okay, chest compressions, here we go. Pink Pony Club. Because if you didn't know, you can sing Pink Pony Club as you do CPR. It's like, it's the tempo. It's like, ha, 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 staying alive, Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. So there we go. Chapel Roan is out there saving lives. There's probably a Rene rap song. There's probably loads of songs that you can fit to CPR. But, you know, let's just touch wood that nobody's in trouble. Nobody needs our help. Or they can, like, wait till they get to the ambulance or the emergency services to help. Anyway, shall we do some dilemmas? Yes, I hear you scream. Give us some dilemmas. So, strap in, strap on. Let's read your dilemmas. I'm going to have to put a trigger warning for this one, guys. Just trigger warning for, you know, some pretty obscene topics. So here we go. I went on a date with a murderer. Yes, you heard that right. A murderer. So trigger warning, if you don't want to read on, if you don't want to listen on, just skip yourself ahead. We met on Tinder and we were talking for a while. She sounded really sweet, okay? Is she like, we don't know what type of murderer she is yet. Is she like a psychopath that's like going to pretend to be really sweet and then like kill you in your sleep? So, of course, she's probably going to come across really sweet at the start, but she might not be that type of murderer. She might be like a nice, polite murderer. I don't know. We decided to meet up for the first date halfway. Okay, so I'm assuming you mean like you met in the middle. You met halfway for both of you. We had a great time, but a lot of alcohol was involved. But she never said it was an issue. Okay, I'm taking it that that's going to be a key piece of information. The week passed, and she asked if I wanted to stay at hers for the night and would have some more drinks in the evening. I said yes. Okay. I travelled down to see her, which was a 1-hour train ride. Okay, that's not too bad. We got a bottle of rum from Tesco and headed back to her place, which was another 1-hour drive from the station. Okay, so it's like an hour train, an hour drive, but you stopped at Tesco, got some rum, and were excited for where the night might take you. We got home, the drinks were flowing, but she was spending a lot of time in the kitchen, which I thought was odd. Okay. She came through again with our drinks and said we ran out of rum. This was 1 hour into the evening. Okay, so maybe when she's been spending a lot of time into the kitchen, she's been drinking some rum. I questioned her on where all the rum had gone, and she said that she'd been doing shots in the kitchen and had drank it all. Okay, so the rum is gone. It's nowhere to be seen. It's inside her stomach, probably attacking her liver if she's drank that much rum in such a short space of time. Then she said she wouldn't be able to drive me back in the morning to the station. Okay, maybe she's thinking, listen, I'm going to be hungover. I've drank too much. I'll not be able to drive you back. And you're not thinking, fuck, it's an hour away from your house. What am I going to do? I questioned this because she had already said before that she could. She then said that she was convicted of drunk driving with murder and killed a family because of her actions and started crying. Holy shit. Okay, so clearly girlie has some alcohol problems, has previously got behind the wheel after having too much to drink and has murdered a family. Shit. Now she's breaking down crying in front of you. You're probably thinking, what the fuck? Get me out of here. I'll walk an hour to the station if I have to. Get me out of this situation. She then started playing Billie Eilish songs and asked if I could hold her. So I did. I just stood there speechless. Wow. She then admitted that the Billie Eilish song that was playing was what was playing in the car when she killed that family. Not her like specifically putting Billie Eilish on, putting on the song and then being like, oh yeah, this is what was playing in the car. No, that's actually not okay. I then went to the bathroom to take a second and debrief on what just happened. Wait, that's the end. You can't leave us like that. What happened? How did you get out of that situation? How did you leave? Did you see her again? I mean, obviously she's not in prison, so was she? But she's saying she was convicted, right? Where are we? She was convicted of drunk driving with murder. Surely, if that happened, you're in jail. unless maybe, I don't know how long you get for like drunk driving and murder, maybe say it's like 5 years and it's been 5 years since then. But, oh goodness, I'm concerned. I mean, what do you do in that situation? They're like, oh, hold me, I'm going to play some music, and you're just stood there hugging this person like, what the fuck? Yeah, I feel like the best case scenario in that situation is just to get out, because clearly, like, she still has a drink problem if she's, you know, done that whole bottle of rum in the hour and has had this like whole mentee bee. Like, if you're going to date somebody like that, which, like, you know, no judgment if that is somebody you wanted to date, like if they've changed, if they've healed, fair enough, but she's clearly still not quite processed what's happened and is still turning to alcohol, so it's probably not the best situation for us to be in. But hey, at least she said she wasn't going to drive you in the morning. Like, she was able to say, I'm not going to be sober enough to drive. She's made the mistake before, so she's not going to do it again. On a completely unrelated note, have we all seen the TikToks of the people when they like make a silly TikTok being like, imagine I was in a car crash and the ambulance found me and this was the song that's on the radio, and it's like, from the top, make it jump. And it's like, it's just such like a shocking song to be playing when somebody's pretending to have been in a car crash. Completely unrelated note, but it lightens the tone a bit. But yeah, please, I need more of that story. I need to know what happened. How did you get back to the train station? Did you ever speak to this girl again? Did she reach out to you again? What happened? I need to know. Okay, we've got 2 listener confessions. Very short, but they obviously wanted to confess some stuff to us. So, I fell in love with my best friend. Short and sweet. Obsessed. Here for it. I hope it works out for you. Confession number 2. My girlfriend and I both left our husbands for each other in our 30s. That's fucking iconic shit. It's like, you were besties. Were you besties? You didn't say that. But I'm going to assume you were besties. You both had husbands and you were like, fuck it. Fuck the men. Why don't we date? I'm so here for that. Okay. Are we ready for another dilemma? Here we go. This is going to make me sound so evil, but oh well. I arranged to go for drinks with this woman in London. A half-hour train ride from me. I turn up and she looks nothing like her profile. First red flag. And she can't stop mentioning how I was a lot taller than she thought I'd be. Okay, so she's like, you're taller than I thought. Like, I thought you were going to be more my height, and now I'm looking up here and it's off-putting. We go to the pub where I find out... Oh, I thought I'd read that wrong. I haven't. We go to the pub where I find out we're having drinks with her colleagues. Okay, I thought this was a date. Why am I sat here with Steve and Bill, who you work with? Strange. It was weirdly formal, and at this point I was regretting pre-inviting her back to mine after, as it was getting awkward and we were not hitting it off. Okay, so you've already sort of said, listen, we'll go for drinks and then you can come back to mine and we can continue the party there, and you're now thinking, fuck, I wish I didn't say anything, because now she's thinking she's got like an open invite to my house, but I'm not attracted to you. Bill and Steve are doing my fucking head and talking about work. I don't even work at the same place as you. What is going on? Strange date. The time comes where we're getting the tube back to mine, and she keeps putting her hand on my leg and I'm getting the ick big time. Fast forward to arriving at my house, she pounced on me in my kitchen, and the kissing was like licking an ashtray as she chain smoked. Ugh! That is one of my like big no-nos, big red flags in a relationship. I think I could not mind it if you had like a social cigarette every now and then, but I could not date a smoker. Like, the smell on the clothes in the house on you, just no, not for me. I then put on a migraine. Okay, so you pretended, I understand. I put on a migraine whilst we were going upstairs in hope that it would act as a deterrent for any move making. Okay, so you're like, you've already tried to kiss me. I don't want anything else happening. Oh, I'm feeling a bit sick. I've got a migraine. I'm probably just going to close my eyes and go straight to sleep. We were lying in bed together with the lights off in silence, both just awake for hours. I can then feel her hand start moving south. Fuck off, you've just been lying in silence. And she's like, okay, it's time. And just like slides her hand down. Ew, that's creepy as fuck. Also, slightly unconsensual. At this point, I'm feeling kind of tired, so I just sort of let her do her thing, and we do the dance with no pants. We do the dance with no pants. Okay, fair. You were like, you know what? I'm fucking tired. I really can't be asked to like fight this. Just crack the fuck on. At least like make me come, make it feel good. I then wake up next to her full of regret with an actual migraine, and I need her out of my house. Okay, so you've gone to sleep, you wake up and you're like, fuck, like that really happened. I actually now have a really bad migraine. I need this woman out of my house, blocked. I never want to see her again. So I blatantly lie about a meeting. I was a uni student at the time. So I book her an Uber to the station on my phone. We wait for the Uber in silence. And the second she leaves, I'm understandably blocked on everything. Okay, so she blocked you. I mean, clearly you both weren't feeling it. The block was coming from one side or the other, right? Months later, I'm jump scared by her on my Instagram on a popular page making cocktails. Lucy Barker, is this you? Because you make cocktails. No, she doesn't live in London. And she hasn't dated any other woman but me. I'm the only woman she's ever dated. I'm the only woman she looks at. I'm the only woman she has eyes for. That's fucking creepy though, isn't it? Like, just a complete, like, weird date. Bringing our colleagues. You're like, fuck, why did I invite you back to my place? You put on the migraine, you lay for hours in silence. She then just thinks, okay, great, now's my time to pounce. You do the dance with no pants, and then you kick her out of there, you're blocked, and then you're just scrolling on Instagram and, oh my God, shit, that's her. And she's just there like shaking cocktails. No, I can imagine the jump scare. I did actually say this to Lucy the other day. I was like, I wonder if any of your exes, because I think they're all Sunderland way. I was like, I wonder if they've ever like been going on a night out with their friendship groups and some of their friends are like, oh my God, should we go to the Raven? And they're like, no, my ex is the owner there. You know what actually happened a few weeks ago in the Raven? And I totally forgot to give you guys a shout out for this. 2 lesbians came into the bar and I wasn't there, but Lucy was working. And they were like, oh my God, like, you must be Lucy. And she was like, yeah, that's me. And they were like, we listened to the Lesbian Lounge. We've heard about the bar and we really wanted to come in and try it. So they travelled, I don't actually know where they travelled from, but they came out of their way to come and try the Raven just because they'd heard about it on the podcast. So shout out you girls. I did tell Lucy to give you some free shots, so I hope she did. Thanks so much for coming. Anyone else who comes to the Raven, please like tell Lucy that you listen to the pod or tell me that you listen to the pod. We had a massive table of lesbians in the other day. As we do band nights on a Thursday. I'm saying we like I own the fucking pub, but I do the Instagram, so technically I'm part of the team. We have band nights on a Thursday, and one Thursday of the month, I think it was actually a Wednesday this time though, they have like a group of like newish to gig singers. So they'll all do like a couple of songs each, and one of the singers was a lesbian, so she brought like the gang of lesbians to watch, and me and Lucy were sat there like, oh my God, lesbians, like, oh my God, lesbians, oh my God, lesbians. Like we literally everywhere we looked, it was just full of lesbians. And it was just very exciting for us. And I was like, I wonder if they know like you own this bar and you're literally the biggest fattest lesbian I know. She's not fat, but you know what I mean, big fat lesa. So yeah, that was crazy story. So please, lesbians, come to the Raven. I feel like at some point it's definitely brewing. We need to host a lesbian event at the Raven. It's coming. I'm sure we can arrange something. I did think, well, last Halloween when we collaborated with Lesbianis for their event, we were actually looking at hosting it at the Raven, but then we just thought Freaky Tiki was a lot easier and a lot more accessible for people coming on transport, because the only thing with the Raven is obviously it's in Sunderland, but a lot of our lesbians who come to our events are like, we have a mix of like Newcastle, Durham, Middlesbrough, Sunderland, but where the pub is, it's not super close to public transport, so it's a lot harder. There's a bus stop outside, but I feel like I'm a metro girl. I don't know about you guys, but I'm team metro, like all day, every day. I love the metro. I would never get the bus unless I like physically, humanly had to get the bus. But yeah, metros for me always. But yeah, there will be some event at some point at the Raven. I mean, we did do like our cocktail making class, which quite a few of the lesers came to. So maybe something else like that, something really fun. And then Lucy can like show off to you all. And maybe this girl could come who shook cocktails, and you could come and you could rekindle the romance, but probably not, because it sounded like a wild date. Well, anyway, guys, thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode. Make sure you follow the podcast on Instagram and TikTok at the lesbianlounge.podcast. Make sure you join us for our event at NQ64 on April 14th from 6 o'clock. Make sure you give us a review. Make sure you like, download, subscribe, comment. Give us a 5-star review if you're feeling nice. And I'll speak to you all next Thursday for a brand new episode. Love you all so much. Bye.